Welcome back. Orchestra programs in McKinney ISD are outstanding, and we are very proud of the directors and students who develop their talents within these ensembles. At Cockrill Middle School, Ricardo Gonzalez has excelled in the orchestra program and received multiple top honors, such as superior medals and a sweepstakes in UIL. However, what really sets him apart from the other students is a special musical gift he bestowed upon his teachers and class. Ricardo joins us now with the story. So Ricardo, can you explain to me what this wonderful gift you gave the classes of your ELAR and science class were?
Well, the first song I wrote was for my ELAR class, and it was supposed to capture the feeling of a romantic novel, because that is my ELAR teacher's favorite type of book. So I wrote a song pretty much that gives the basic plot of a novel, a romantic novel. And the second one was for my science teacher, which was about the earth science, since that is what she wants to do once her son gets out of college. It's about the 4 layers of earth. It's about the crust, the core, and the mantle. The core is, the inner core and the outer core are both put into the same movement. The mantle has its own, and the crust is actually split into 2 movements. The first is for land, and the second is for water. The second one is a lot darker, and it's supposed to resemble a storm coming, because that's my science teacher's second favorite type of science.
That's really cool. And are you going to play us a portion or entirety of these songs?
Yeah, I'll play them both.
All right, thank you.
That was the first one.
The first
For
one
me.
about romance?
Yeah.
That's really good. I'm like really surprised. And what was that you did at the end? The little doop, doop, doop.
Pizzicato.
Pizzicato. Okay. All right. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Like, how long have you lived in McKinney? Anything?
I've lived in McKinney 12 years. I came here when I was 2. And since I was in 3rd grade, I've been involved with music. My father used to play the guitar, but he quit after we moved here. And in church, I was in a choir, and I became like the leader of the choir until I moved to another house where I joined another church. And I'm not as involved in choir as much because I've changed my passion to the cello. So I started playing cello when I was in 6th grade. I was originally going to be in band, but my mom wanted me to play the cello because she liked it more than band. So I joined orchestra, and that's pretty much where I am.
So you joined and you chose a cello because your mom told you to.
Yeah.
Did she explain why, or was she just like, you're doing the cello?
She thought it was like a pretty sound. I liked it too. It was either the cello or some other instrument in band. So when she said, you should play the cello, I was like, okay. She was pretty much what told me to just choose the cello.
Yeah. Besides playing the cello and being a part of orchestra and writing your own pieces, what else do you like to do?
I'll draw a lot. My friends know me a lot for drawing. Sometimes if I'm distracted or don't have anything to do, I'll draw. And that's a lot of where I get my inspiration for music, from my drawings. So, yeah.
So you'll like draw a picture and then you'll write a song based off it, or how does it work?
Well, I draw to get what's in my mind out. So once I know what's in my mind and I see it on paper, I translate it to music. And
you've been playing cello since the 6th grade, right?
Yeah.
How is it that you learned to compose music as well?
I taught myself. I was in my room and I was listening to music, and I liked the rhythm of one of the songs that I was listening to, and I noticed that the person playing it was playing the cello. So I got out a staff paper and I started to write what I was listening to, and it sounded like it, so I thought I should write my own stuff, and I did. And I was writing a bass and cello duet before I started writing these two, but I still have to finish it because I got distracted with these two. But these were the first complete ones I drew. The others were just 2 measure rhythms, I guess. But this is the first year I started writing music.
And when you're writing music, you're putting your feelings into this. So how do you mentally go, I'm feeling this way, I want to communicate this, let me put it with this note, this rhythm? How does that make a connection?
Well, for these two, I didn't really have to put my feelings in as much because I knew what to write. I just had to put the essence of that thing into the song. But usually what I just do is I think to myself what I want to write. Whether it's Baroque or romantic music, and I'll mix that style of music with what I want to write, what I want to express into the music, and I'll just write it down.
Is there any composers or people who play that you see as an inspiration?
There's a famous cellist named Yo-Yo Ma. He's Asiatic, but he plays the cello, and I listen to him while I'm practicing to get inspiration, pretty much.
I've heard from somebody that you've won a few awards this year, can you explain that to me?
Yeah, during solo and ensemble contests, we play solos or ensembles, and this year my ensemble got a superior award, which is the highest award, and I also got a superior on my solo. We went to UIL this year too, me and my orchestra, and we also won an award, sweepstakes.
What does it mean to get a superior or to get sweepstakes?
There are judges at the UIL, and they'll give you a rating of 1, 2, 3, and etc. And 1 is the highest. Sweepstakes is when you get straight ones. Superior is the highest in solo and ensemble contests, which is different, and other than exemplary musician, but those can only be given to a few people. So if you impress the judge enough, then you can get a superior.
How has your director, Nicole Brown, influenced you and the rest of the people in your orchestra program?
Her way of directing mixes fun and music together. So we can laugh while doing something serious, which helps us gain an interest in music.
What kind of performance styles have you guys done this year?
We've had 2 contests, one in fall and one in winter. We've also had UIL and Peak Festival last week.
And how would you describe her directing style to somebody that was planning on coming into this orchestra?
She makes you laugh a lot. She has a kind of sarcastic attitude. So you'll sometimes be in the class and you won't realize you're learning, but improve a lot in her class. So it's not so much learning as it is just being in the class that gets you hooked on it. Yeah.
Do you think that her personality and fun, sarcastic way is what helps you to have accomplished so much in a span of 2 years?
Well, of course, in teaching has helped me, but it's mostly been my passion for music. My father sings. He'll just sing in the kitchens or wherever he goes. He's usually whistling or singing. So I'll get a lot of music in my life. My sisters also sing. My sister was in choir until she graduated, and my middle sister played the violin.
Okay. So what are your plans going into high school? Are you going to McKinney Boyd, McKinney High, McKinney North?
I'll be going to McKinney High.
And, okay.
Yeah, though I don't know the director much, I hope she's at least someone like Ms. Brown. Mm-hmm. So I'm planning on becoming a cellist when I grow up. So I'll probably focus my attention around that music.
Altogether, what would you say to somebody who is a musician or is trying to be one? What is your advice to them?
There are days when you just can't sound good. I'll be practicing for an hour and a half just trying to get one rhythm right, and it'll never sound good, and I'll become frustrated. And so the next day, I'll just look at my cello like, why are you even here? and I'll get it up, and just for fun, I'll be plucking and I'll get it right. So basically, don't give up just because you can't sound good. It's not you, it's just the day.
And what motivates you to follow that statement?
I've had a lot of experience with it. I'll go to class. I'll go to my room just to practice, and I'll sound horrible. And then I'll go out and do stuff. And when I come back, I'll sound better. So it's mostly just experience.
All right. Well, thank you, Ricardo, for coming on and showing us or playing for us your pieces that you've written. And I know that takes a lot of talent, and we're really proud of you. And I'm happy to welcome you to McKinney High since I go there. All right. Thank you. We need to take another quick break, and when we get back, we'll get our groove on with Bobby Synergy.